Take this away.
Hello, hello. Okay, we're here and we're looking at Pat's bees today. Now Pat has what's called a dadon hive. So it's a little bit taller than the Longstrot, but otherwise pretty much the same. Possibly slightly less long, because the frames of a Longstrot will not fit in it, besides the fact that they'll be too short. Anyway, so we've just smoked. I'm going to let Pat, do you want to, well, you can film if you want and I'll start and then we can swap.
Okay, I'll sit down here.
Very good.
Try not to turn it off.
Ooh, what's happened there?
I was going to say, that's not normal, is it?
No, there obviously was a whole bunch of bees that were
Trapped in between.
Were caught between the plastic. It's really sad, and I don't know why that would have happened. Did you lift the lid off?
I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it since you put it in.
Very, very sad.
I just wanted them to be secure without me interfering and upsetting them.
How they managed to get up but not get back out.
There's a lot of popper pillars there as well, I can see there is.
Okay, we've given them a little bit of a smoke. So we've got, they're on 6 frames, the side frames have got a full frame of wax, so we can just pop that down on the side after shaking off the main bees. And the second frame is also just under construction.
Oh, is it? That's good.
So you can see they've started to pull out a little bit of wax there.
Yeah. Very busy the other side.
And then pulling out wax on the other side here.
That's good to see.
So
happy babies.
Happy bees.
I'm just going to get up a bit closer to you.
Now the other thing about this hive, it's got whereas ours we've got a slide bar. This one has got a groove for each to hold them in exactly the right place. So in fact we'll that's already nicely stuck down there. Use the
very busy they have been, haven't they?
Use the screwdriver just to help lift it up.
I don't know if you can see because the sun's reflecting. Oh, that's it, I can see. Wow.
So a beautiful frame full of brood.
Busy.
Now all this down here, that's brood, capped brood.
Okay.
And we've got pretty much a full frame of capped brood. I can't really even see any reserves there. Having a look, you might be able to see a little bit of white in those holes. That's there's new larvae.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see.
Inside those. So
they're not all sealed. Is that a reason for that?
Only for their age. So some might have been born and then she's gone back in and filled in.
Oh right, okay, because you can see some
filled
white
in the
down
holes that haven't been.
Yeah.
But often you'll have brood and reserves all in one frame. Okay, so here we've got more of that. Yeah, the pattern often is used. She starts in the middle and then goes wider.
To the edges.
So here, in fact, she's gone wide. All the ones that were in the middle have already been hatched, and she's gone back and started filling them in again. And you've got a bit of pollen as well in other spots.
Okay.
But we can sort of see the new larvae and everything in there. So big birthing colony there.
Very busy
but
babies.
I don't see her on that frame. I'll pop that one down there. Where we pull them up nice and slowly to not upset anybody. So again, we've got a lot of brood, but can you see the glistening
I can see.
liquid? So that's the nectar
I can
that's
see it,
come
and
in.
I'm filming it as well so people can see. Yeah,
exactly. So that's the nectar that will, that's reserves.
For the winter.
Reserves. Well, even now they fill it in. So again, Lots of babies.
Yeah, welcome, bienvenue.
So I haven't actually spotted the queen on that one either. I'll keep a little looky out for her though.
So she's got, so there's three, sorry, there's 2 frames that you've been busy on. So will she go back to them each time? Is there a reason that she only goes to 1 frame per time?
No, she can wander around all the time, but
Okay.
but obviously it's sufficient if she fills in a
Each
frame at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
In this time of year, she's laying, you know, anywhere up to 2,000 eggs per day. So,
Wow. Busy
so
baby.
she'll go, you know, to a place where she can then basically. Oh no, that's a fabulous. Now,
Wow.
the difference in colour,
yeah, you can see it,
is only to do with the age of the wax.
Right. Okay. Because this
So-
is a lighter tan colour. This is.
Exactly. So
don't
it's
know if
just that
anybody
the
can
wax
see that.
is younger, but otherwise it's all brood again. And so, turning it over.
Do you want me to smoke them a bit? They're getting a bit agitated.
No,
No, they're
not too
okay.
much at the moment.
Okay.
I'd never smoke a frame when it's up either. I'd put that one back down and then you can smoke on
Okay.
top.
And the smoke's between us as well, anyway, so they will get a sense of that, won't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that plant annoying?
It is a little bit.
Do you want me to go around the other side and put it away?
That would be good.
There, I'll stay this side. But then the sun's not reflecting. Gosh, it's been so busy in a week.
Well, no, I mean, you've got 6 frames, but
Oh, yeah,
it just
yeah, true.
continues, so this hasn't all happened in a week.
I'm just overactive. Yeah, yeah, amazing, amazing.
Exactly. But, little girl there with pollen on her feet.
Yeah, I love it when they go for they've got little fluffy socks, like leg warmers. They're so funny when they go in with that.
And I've seen lots of larvae in there. Ah, there she is. There's the queen.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I can see. Hold on,
Okay,
if I can focus in on her.
Keep your eyes on her, and I'm going to
She's
get
there.
my pass
Hold on, I
out.
can't see where I'm looking. Oh, where's she gone again? Hold on.
There she is, in the middle. So I'm going to... Yep, I got her in there. So I'm going to put this one back in, and then we're going to do a little bit of queen spotting,
Yay, so we know what she looks like.
which will make it easier to find her other days. So just pull out I've got my little pocket here always ready, so that when I do spot a queen that I haven't marked already, I'm ready to do it. So this is good. Everybody's getting to see this, because I usually don't do this with one hand. Now, so this is a little piston with a nice soft spongy thing here, and so on. So the idea is that I get her in here, move her
Okay.
to the top, and then I can paint her back. Now,
And what-
normally there's a colour for every year of a queen, so we know the age of them. To tell you the truth, I haven't really been bothered too much half the time, because I'm not necessarily certain of the age of the queen. But, so I just go for white. So at the moment that was the girls in there.
And what are you painting her with? Is it something that's obviously
Obviously,
not going to be toxic?
Yeah, obviously nothing toxic. So it's a acrylic based. I don't want to get some of her girlfriends out there without letting her out. Ah, there's the queen. Whoops.
Oh.
Oh, you're escaping, Sally.
Quick, quick, quick. In she goes.
Okay. Voilà. There we go. Okay. Just move that nice and gently up there. Meanwhile, Now the idea is to get that on her back on the nice black spot there. And then I quickly release that so that she's no longer stressed
about it. Is that white dot she's got on her back?
Yep, so she's got a white dot.
Perfect.
So we're going to put her back, release her back up here. And she usually comes out pretty quickly. Oh, I might even let them come in and get her. Here she's about
Oh, there
to
she
come out.
comes.
There
There
she
she comes
goes.
out. You can see the white dots.
Yep, and she'll dive in back in there
Yeah,
pretty
for
quickly.
protection. Yep, she's gone back in. That was good to see. I've never seen that before.
That was great. Thank you very much for the filming there. That
I
was
just
well
hope it's up
timed.
to standard.
So the bees remain interested in this because
Because the queen's been in there.
pheromones have been
Yeah.
on it. So very, very good.
And that's obviously something that an experienced beekeeper would do. It wasn't somebody like myself that would attempt to do that.
Well, I'll tell you what. It was a couple of years before I had hives before I even managed to spot one. And then the first time I saw one, I was in so much awe. I just looked at her.
Yeah,
I
oh my
couldn't
gosh,
even
it's amazing.
move to
Yeah.
take a photo or anything. So I just watched. I was like, oh wow, I just saw the queen. And then it's only really been in the last 2 years that I managed to make sure I've got stuff ready
At all times, yeah.
and do it. So that was the one that she was on.
Yeah,
We've
she
already
was,
looked at
wasn't
that
she?
one.
Yeah.
Would you like to swap and have a go at lifting them up?
Yeah,
and having a look?
I'm happy to do that. I like
we'll-
watching them. We're just going to swap the cameras, so
There we go.
just go
Well,
around
you
the way.
can use whatever instruments you're used to. So you normally pick them up with your hands. That's
Normally
fine.
I just release these from the edge. So that was the
So
one
yeah,
was
we've done
on,
that
isn't
one.
it?
So these two we
Yeah.
haven't looked at yet.
My tool that I haven't got with me at the moment, I would normally release it. Just a little bit each side. There we go.
I'll just grab the smoker
Yeah,
since
have
we've
a
been give them a little bit of a smoke since they've been.
Been here a while.
It's a nice warm day. It's almost 30 degrees, so at least we don't really have the situation of. Do you want, since you probably haven't used one, would you like to try this
Actually, yeah, I
one?
think it'd be a good idea because I have got a tool, but I couldn't find it earlier. So,
Uh,
am I going to hurt anybody, or am I going to hurt people?
Well, you shouldn't
Can
normally.
I just
do.
go
I
as
mean,
deep as
there's
I can, or just?
deep as you can, and then you squeeze,
Yeah.
and it will,
I think that's it.
and then you can.
Gosh, it's very heavy.
Yeah. Now, so this is a frame which is like a half and half. It's the bees which have built the second
Oh, I
half.
see. Yeah. Oh, I've got a
Yeah,
With the
exactly.
dog
But again, we've got mainly brood and some pollen,
Yeah.
and the darker wax is
There's-
because
there's,
it's older wax.
Eggs there, I think. I
Yeah,
believe.
I can see some brood in there.
Yeah, and
some,
down here,
and,
yeah.
exactly.
Just turn it
So
over.
yeah, be careful. I tend to put down to rest it. I only put a corner because see you're squashing bees
Sorry,
as you
babies. I'm sorry.
and also not to hang it on the edge, but hang it over the middle.
Oh, okay. Like, so
Because
that-
if there was the queen on there by
Then-
chance and
yeah,
she
no.
makes a dive for it, we just don't want to make.
that's very.
You
good.
always hold the frames over the top of the hive.
So which way? I turned that round, didn't I? So that needs to go back that way.
So we've got there's a little bit of nectar in there as well.
Yeah.
But overall, a massive amount of brood, but not that much reserves. So the girls need to be working a little bit more. But it's also often what happens because the brood is consuming a lot of.
That's great. So it's
We'll put them back at the end.
do you want me to do this one as well?
We'll have a quick look because that way we've seen as well the stack. It'll give us an idea as well if they're starting to build on the last one. Oops, slowly. Scraping it against the one next to
I'm
it.
going for it. I'm leaning over.
That's okay. It's actually the reason why my preference is for the sliding frames rather than
And the
the
lifting.
holes because you can give them a much more space when
Yeah.
you lift them up so that you're not putting against
Sorry,
the
that was
others.
the tree. And there's a big gap down there.
Yeah, so they haven't filled it in, so they very well might do. So the wax that was put here was didn't necessarily go all the way, like it wasn't a full sheet of wax,
No, it
and
wasn't
so
like
they've
it.
been building in. So yeah,
And there's nectar
there's
in
much
there.
less brood, if not any, on this one, but it's more of a food frame, that one.
Careful, slowly, slowly.
So the next one is an unbuilt one, and we can maybe just pull it up halfway,
I
just
want
to
to
sort of
see
have a look and see how much is
See
being
what's
built.
going on inside. Come this way, then I can stand it up the bucket and keep it straight.
So yeah, they're on that one and they're building.
Yeah.
So we don't really need to pull it up any
No,
more than
they're
that.
okay. They're in a good place.
Okay, and so I'll let you pop them back into their rightful places, because I sort of moved them. You just need to pop them back into their little nooks.
That's lined up. That's lined up. This one.
It's the last four, and then we need a space for the last
so
one. So
let's
they
move
all
them
just need to
over.
move over one.
Okay, baby, the wings up there, darlings. Let's go above it and I can do it slowly. And,
Very good.
yeah, that's that one. Straight.
I mean, the advantage of these little frame holders is that obviously we know that they're correctly spaced, and there's
There we go.
it's falling neatly.
Yeah. I didn't know that they existed, these frame holders. The frame grabber.
All the different types. Yeah.
Okay, and this one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, there's the one that's died.
Good. Yeah, I'll just pop her back over. So there's a lot of babies which are going to be born in the next 2 weeks, and so then, you know, those the young bees obviously are the wax maker bees, so the rest of the frames will get filled out reasonably quickly, and then hopefully they'll start. Yep, that's all looking fabulous. So we'll just put that.
Shut the lid again.
Well, we'll put the little plastic on, although.
Oh, you do?
Well, usually it's not a death trap.
I've never used anti-pod plastic.
It's in some ways it means that you can also even have a quick peek without opening the hive sometimes, and it, yeah, a bit of a mystery as to how, because there's no hole in this one at all. I don't know how they could have got actually up there. Unless
Well, what I'll do, I'll come down tomorrow and just check it's not happened again.
no, yeah, it
think?
can't happen again. I think it must have been something to do with in the moving, but
Just the transportation.
yeah, exactly. So no, there should be no problem. Well, there we go, girls.